Go.
Now, everybody knows that I love to drink. This one right here is hard to drink because it's so many liquories. He put awesomeness in here. It's called the Seven Seas. It's not even on the menu. It's a secret drink. And now him and I are friends, and he's gonna come and hang out with us tonight, maybe. Hey, let's go.
Happy Sunday, everybody. It's Neverland Nate coming at you live from Neverland Nate's Enchanted Tiki Woods background. I'm Neverland Nate, and we have a couple of people to join us this evening. As always, we got Skipper Sean.
What's going on, Nate?
Hey, how's that green screen behind you? Because I know you wouldn't be driving and...
It is wonderful.
Yeah, right? And we also have nickname Mike.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Mike.
Dude, that is the best background I've ever seen.
It's a
look
new
at the moving
virtual
cars.
driving background. Yeah, you just put on a
That's
fake
amazing.
seatbelt and it makes you look like you're driving.
It's the new Peloton.
It is.
That's incredible.
For lazy people.
Right? Yeah, so first and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to Bose Professional. My buddy Aaron over at Bose sent me a care package. I got this really cool bottle that keeps drinks. It's one of those, keeps drinks cold. And it actually kept
Tumbler, Yeti.
all day on the boat today. The actual bottle was about 3,000 degrees, but inside was like negative 30. So that was cool too. Hey, Desi. Hello, Mario. I hope you're enjoying Disneyland. And Fache Book has joined us also this evening. But Bose they also sent me a Bluetooth speaker, like a little plug-in guy, and a bunch of pens and a space pen, which I'm not really sure what it does. Maybe you can write in outer space with it, but it comes in like this cool card and it says
What the hell is a space pen?
I don't know. I'll have to go get it in a minute and show you.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, so huge weekend. We had blast. It started off Wednesday night, actually, at Manny's house. Manny had all of us over for drinks and food, which was fantastic.
I saw Mike for about 2.3 seconds.
Yep.
Yep, I got there and you were pulling away.
Yeah.
You can write upside down, Fache Book says. Fache, who are you? Oh, it's FB user is Manny. That's weird, because usually you're here, but not a Fache Book who's there. So yeah, apparently my pen can write upside down. I didn't know that was a thing, but now I'm going to be laying in bed like trying to write things down. So yeah, Wednesday night we started off at Manny's house, had a bunch of drinks. He makes really good drinks, very heartburny. If you like,
food.
Oh yeah, food. The food was
You're welcome.
incredible. Yeah. And then we talked to Mike about his name, and he decided that he would change his name to nickname Mike. And if you look,
it's my working name.
Are you a working man today? If you look across the bottom of the ticker, we're doing a super special tonight. It's only for tonight. It's $20. You get a Drunk Disney Dad shirt. $27, and you get the Drunk Disney Mom shirt, and of course they ship for free. We always do. We always foot that bill for you so that you get the most you can possibly get. Yeah, Mario is at Disneyland. Mario, I want to know what you're drinking right now, because you should be drinking. You've been posting a ton of drinks. So yeah, we started Wednesday. Sean had to leave early because we are parents and we have to take care of our kids when our kids are not having the best time. And then Friday night, Sean had his happy hour. That seems to be a common happening. But I do have.
It was a pretty interesting Friday.
Yeah, no, and we went gin and club soda. Mario said he loves that gin. My goodness.
I have. I'm doing gin and tonic right now.
I am drinking Deadhead rum. But actually, I just poured my last shot of Stiggins Pineapple. So that's where this money's going tonight, guys. I need another bottle of Stiggins Pineapple. But yeah, Friday night, it's always a good time over at Sean's. He bartends all night. He doesn't even take a break to pee. He just wets himself while he's standing behind the bar. And
Yep.
yeah, that went for a while too. And it's always a good time because there's always kids there. So the kids are always entertained. We met 10 Sheets. Mr. Ross and his wife and his daughter also came over to Sean's house. And that was awesome. We watched the Red Sox game and just kind of like stood around drinking. We did go live. I'm sure a lot of you saw that. We did get a lot of hellos and things like that from everybody. Good evening, Pat Canning.
Hello, Pat.
Hello, Pat.
What I was trying to do before we went live, but I was trying to do 1,000 things, was I was downloading pictures from the last few days. I don't know if I can load HEICs. Can we do HEICs, or do I have to export them as JPEGs in order to put them in StreamYard? I'm not really sure anybody knows, but I'm working on it. So yeah, that was Friday night, and then Saturday night, or Saturday, we went to SeaWorld. We posted pictures. Damn it, I have to put them into JPEG. We went to SeaWorld and wanted to talk about drinks at SeaWorld and the benefits of going to SeaWorld. And I know we've had this conversation before. Obviously, we're drunk Disney dads. But SeaWorld has one of the best deals out there. If you become a pass holder, a platinum pass holder, I guess it is, it's what is it, $3 change a year, right, Sean, per person? And Sean's freezing.
He's paralyzed with fear.
Yep. Also, he's driving. Well, he's not driving. Sorry, that's a green screen. It's $3 change a year. You get 40% off all merchandise, and you get 20% off all food and drinks. And then they're always doing some kind of promotion. So what it was this month, and there goes Sean. What it was this month is that you go there and they give you vouchers, or you can actually print them on at home online. But you get vouchers for free samples. So kind of like Epcot. I'm just using Epcot as a comparison because it's different countries. So there's the Polynesian place, there's Germany, there's Italy. So, but it's all these basically food carts. But you're talking like between $10 and $14 per sample that they were doing. So they had barbecued lamb chops, lamb ribs. They were doing poke bowls. They were doing mac and cheese with lobster in it. So we got the mac and cheese with lobster, and it was free. Okay, it was $11.99, but we got it for free because we had the vouchers. But it also works for alcohol as well. But the alcohol that they give you, like the beer was, they were like 6-ounce pours, those little plastic cups.
So it's more like a shooter, not a shooter form, but almost like a like the Italian margarita with the give you
cup. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like
that makes sense.
Tiny little cup. And then we sampled a couple of other drinks, and then that's when you just start going right for you just start getting the double Tito's and sodas, because if you're going to pay for it, you might as well. But also you got to keep in mind that it's 20% off that. So
that's not bad at all.
It's basically you're ordering a vodka soda and you get a free shot. That's kind of like how the math works out as to what you're getting. But no, SeaWorld was awesome. We love going there. It's a good time to just walk around. We went shopping because it's 40% off. So how do you not buy stuff? Even the kids got a toy each. They were $29.99. They paid $17.99. So it's like it's definitely. Yeah, and if anything that says rescue on it, it's conservation efforts.
So it goes back to the animal care. So how do they get away with that? I mean, obviously they're in a great area. They do well numbers wise. How do they get away with that? And how come, for example, I'm going to pick your brain here. How come Disney or Universal can't do that? Do they choose not to do it, or?
Oh, they absolutely choose not to do it. They could do it, but you got to think about it. So it's not the same experience as when you go to. All right, so let's take Disney for instance. Disney is a different kind of an animal just because it's so friendly. It's so much fun. There's so much going on. The cast members go out of their way to make sure you're having a good time. And I'm not saying they don't do that at SeaWorld. It's just it's not the same vibe. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. That's fair.
There aren't characters running around except for when they do their Halloween stuff, where they have different stations set up where they have different characters. But there's no.
Gotcha.
But there was a mariachi band playing. we just went up, and then everybody was doing the, slide to the left, slide to the right, and the DJ came on and he was playing, and then the mariachi would play, and then they have people on stilts walking around. So like that kind of vibe is great, but it's definitely much more of a coast. It's definitely coaster oriented. So SeaWorld, you think it's basically dolphins and orcas, when really it's very, very heavily coaster. And actually, Sean and I were talking about it yesterday when we were there, that I was, on Facebook, obviously, whatever you like on Facebook, it follows you. It puts you in their algorithm, so it shows you all the stuff, like even when you whisper. But Orlando Today or Visit Orlando, one of those groups, it was a sponsored ad, but it was front row point of view for SeaWorld coasters. So if you've ever seen the Manta coaster, which is it's a lay down ride, so you're suspended, basically from your back looking down, and the roller coaster does this, and then it goes upside down, and it's much more of a thrill type of place.
I need Dramamine for that.
Yeah, well, that's something else that we were discussing as well. Is SeaWorld is very heavily big rides for big kids, or it's just Sesame Street. Like it literally goes from one to the other. And there's no like middle ride. You know what I mean? There is no Toy Story type stuff. There is no Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway type rides. It's all very, very light or the extreme.
So it's either, in Disney terms, it's either Rock and Roller Coaster or it's the Barnstormer roller coaster.
Exactly.
Barnstormer is the goofy one in the back.
Yep, all the way in the back next to Dumbo and all that stuff. Yes, and they do have a Sesame Street version of that. It's a little bit slower and more geared towards younger kids than Barnstorm. But Barnstorm is really quick. I think it's like 40 seconds, that whole ride.
If
isn't
that,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think so. Sean, poor Sean.
Well, that's what happens when you're driving around and you're switching Wi-Fi's and all that other kind of stuff.
Driving.
Yeah, driving, exactly. Oh, he's back. He's trying to make it back in. So yeah, that was SeaWorld. We started hunting shirts because being the fact that I've got the boat now, we're out on it a lot. So I'm trying to find things that are geared towards boating, because heavy cotton shirts on a boat, it's not fun. It's really not. They make you sweat and things like that. So we try to get those like moisture wicking shirts and stuff, and
with the UV protection in them.
Yeah, the UPV or Columbia is PFD, PFG, something like that. But that's all we saw today was we were out on the boat today, and everybody else that we saw was wearing the Columbia shirt, which is
is that the secret to surviving a day on the boat? What you wear?
Yeah. Yes, because you've got to wear long sleeves because you're going to get sunburned. Now, I burned. I don't know if you guys can see, but I look at the top.
You got some red there.
Sunburn. So my other thing now on the boat is I like to wear visors. I don't know. It's just, and I only have 2 visors, and one's from a golf course I played like 20 years ago, and that's the one I wear. The Avocet down in South Carolina. And actually, I was thinking when I was logging in and creating this today, we got home at like 5 o'clock, I think, or 4:45. My body, I'm still doing this. And we were only out on the lake. You know what I mean? My body, for some reason, just keeps swaying back and forth. So that brings us into today after SeaWorld yesterday. Today, I wanted to talk about boat drinks. Because if you're going to be on the boat, you're going to get punished by the sun, and you don't want to get smacked and drink heavy drinks all day because you won't make it an hour. Well, plus, it's dangerous. You're trying to drive a boat.
Slightly.
You know what I mean? Because the water doesn't care like how you drive. Oh, you want to turn right? It doesn't really care. It's going to send you wherever it wants to because it's water. It's not, it's not a car where you can stop, at a red light. You can put your blinker on and take a right turn. No, you're like cranking and like you're looking both ways because you're going to like fishtail out, and you're going to slide. And if there's other boats on the lake and they give you chop or you're getting rolls or something like that. So I really like to do Corona premieres. And Frank from Sweet Cups taught us a secret that you take the lime So you got to do cans too. Bottles are just a nuisance on the water. You do cans. You bring, we have trash bags on the boat now to be able to throw them away. But you take the lime, and before you even open the can, you squeeze, or a piece of lime. You squeeze it onto the top of the can. Okay, so it fills the top of the can with the lime juice. Then open it. So unlike the bottle where the lime sits right down at the base and you're getting the lime every time, in a can it moves around different. It's not giving you that straight shot. So now you're getting it every time you take a sip. You're getting that lime taste because it's sitting on the top of the can. But
And then every time you bring it back, it'll.
Right.
Yeah. Huh. So on a boat, then, would you then prefer staying with beer and nothing else?
Yes. So,
or do you venture into mixed drinks?
No, I try not to, especially because I'm the captain, and I have to make sure that everybody, makes it home safely. But with Premiers, they're low alcohol content. They don't taste terrible. Aloha, I'm at Avengers Campus. I just got expelled. Aloha to you, Fache Book. I'm not sure who you are. That's awesome that you're at Avengers Campus. It might be Mario again because I know he's over there. You just got expelled.
Yeah.
Can you please explain how you got expelled? Are you in school?
Are you removed from the park?
So Reagan says none of our fun stops have mixed drinks. So, sorry. Oh my goodness, it's Tiki Don. What's up, Tiki Don?
Hey, Tiki Don. Tiki Don did me a favor the other day. If that's the same
How did you get expelled, Tiki Don? And what does that mean that you got expelled? I'm just watching to see if this is Sean's vehicle coming down the street. On the lake that we go to, which is Lake Mineola, there's a place called the Tiki Bar that's there. There's nothing tiki about it. There's not even like a reference to tiki things there. And they don't serve any spirits. It's all beer. But they have great burgers. They've got tater tots reporting live. Nice. Excellent.
Same.
Right. What else do they have there? They have wings. They've got, today's special was redfish, wild caught redfish. But it's a really cool place. You could drive the boat right up and dock. There's a bunch of places to dock up there. We were actually very crafty today. I actually parallel parked my boat today with a lot of help from Sean, who jumped off. And all beer all the time. That's their motto. All beer all the time.
Probably for the Tiki Bar.
Nope, I bet you that's Manny. Yep, all beer all the time. But also they have a small fish tank, little one, and you put your business card in there, and you can win free lunch. And I did. The first time we ever went there, I put my card in. The guy called me 3 days later and said, "Hey, here you go, free lunch for me." So I had a burger. They have a jalapeno burger that's really good. So they chop up jalapenos and put it
little win for you.
Substitute your fries for onion rings, which onion rings, are just fantastic, especially if they're made properly. But no, it's cool because all the other boats pull up. Everybody kind of fills out. People talk about their boats. Obviously, there's a lot of drinking that goes on there. But it's also right. It's again right on the water. But there's actually a place called the Mineola Inn, which is a small kind of. It looks like a B&B kind of a hotel thing, or it was a big house that's probably has 10 or 12 bedrooms in it that they turned into a small hotel. So there's that there as well, and it's right in downtown Claremont, or just past downtown Claremont. And then on Lake Minnehaha, which is 2 lakes over, you just take you go under bridges, you take small channels to get in between all these. They have a place called Cypress Cove, and we were going to try to go there today, but there was literally no place to put the boat. There were people waiting for other boats to leave, and you just beach on a peninsula. You just drive your boat up, it sits, you wrap your rope around a tree, and then you get off. They've got a bar there. They have food trucks on the weekends. But again, that's all beer and seltzers. And they have a lot of them. Like that, they have a huge selection. Maybe just in seltzers alone, probably 25 different kinds. Plus, they have all your regular domestic bottles. So you can get Coronas, you can get Bud Light, you can get Miller Lite, all the stuff that people like to drink, but no spirit. And they have really cool bathrooms too. And I know that's weird to say, but And they rent little houses. You can like get a little house for a week. They're like 300 square foot. Those tiny house, I guess they're called.
Yeah.
And they've got a bunch of boat slips there with a bunch of cool boats that they rent out and things like that. So it's good times. Have a great night. I need to get ready for Napa Rose. We will continue to post our drinking fun at Disneyland. All right, Mario. Have a great night.
Enjoy. Enjoy.
Yeah, keep them coming, man. If you get really hammered, like go live or something. It's cool. Okay.
Do it.
Yep. So what was your weekend like, Mike? What'd you do? Obviously, we saw each other Wednesday.
Yes, we did. Kind of had a very low key weekend. Just kind of took it easy. We did some more yard work. Kind of progressed a little bit with the hot tub, which is nice because I want to be able to have it ready to enjoy.
Right.
So other than that, my buddy who I've trained for football the last couple of years graduated from Southeastern, so we went to his commencement the start of the weekend. So I forgot how long those graduation ceremonies are, but went to that. But other than that, we just kind of kept it a very like mild, relaxing weekend.
No drinking?
Nothing. No, nothing crazy. Well, nothing crazy. The occasional gin and tonic, but then I looked like an idiot the other night because I recommended the 7 C's, and it was not able to be made.
Yeah, I
but
really
then they
don't
went back
understand that.
later,
But
and then they made the drink, and the guy told them.
That's where that drink was made. That drink was crafted by Walter and John. I think Walter actually made it originally at Tambu Lounge at the Polynesian, which is right outside of Ohana, the little bar that's right there. But yeah, Mike was messaging inside our chat that we have, the Drunk Disney Dads chat, and asking, or said that he had a friend that was there and they wouldn't make the 7 C's because they didn't know how. And it boggles my mind because every time I go there, I get 7 C's every single time.
Right. And then they went back later because they were going to Sam's. And then the one guy told them there's literally a Rolodex of secret menu cards in the back. But he was by himself, so maybe that played a factor.
Okay.
In it.
Gotcha.
But still, but arguably, 7 C's is probably one of the best drinks I've ever had.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's not too fruit juicy. It does obviously have fruit juice in it, but it's not that very heavy pineapple, very heavy orange juice, that the highly acidic ones. It is definitely tamed out, and it's rum. So who does?
It's blended very nice. Like I was trying to see what the ingredients were. I know there's some sort of plantation in there.
Yep.
Don't know. I don't. Maybe a splash of grenadine. Other than that, maybe OJ and
7 C's.
So I tried to look it up, and the only 7 C's drink that I saw on any Disney related site was based off of vodka.
Okay. 7 C's.
Definitely not that.
Passport to Dreams.
That might be the vodka one because it looks like the. Well, I could be wrong.
Tambu Lounge. Full serves this, serves that. Great choice. La Poo.
That's a popular one.
Best drinks in Disney. It's going to be a 7 C's cocktail recipe on disboards.com. Dude, like I'm literally sitting here like this. It's really almost starting to like really affect me. All right, let's see here. You don't get
seasick though, right?
No. No, I wouldn't have a boat.
That's true.
Let's see. Ingredients: make a batch. If you're in Disney, plan to go soon. There's no tiki mugs. Salmon run. Nope.
Pull it up on mine.
Yeah, this is going into all sorts of different drinks, but I thought it would be on Disboards, but it's not. But while we're talking about this stuff, and Mike is looking that drink recipe up. What did you guys do this weekend? Who drank what this weekend? Tell us what you did. Where you drank, what you drank. If you did something stupid, if you went somewhere cool, like if anybody's in Florida, especially, let us know places. So next Sunday for Mother's Day, we're taking the wives out to the new tiki experience down in Orlando. I'm sure Reagan will pop up and tell me the name of it because I don't know. I just take her where she wants to go.
Okay, I think I got something here.
All right. Tell us what's in it.
So this was published in December of 1977
That
and
might
they
be when it was
had this,
done.
and the book, it was a special edition collection of articles in the 1980s. And then
Yep.
here was what this says. Orange juice, grenadine, bitters, fresh orange, grenadine, bitters, OJ, sour mix, orange curacao, which seems like a lot of the same thing, triple sec, Myers, Bacardi Silver, and fresh lemon. Now,
I think some of that has changed.
I would agree. I mean, obviously, we know they use plantation in that, so, but I just feel like it was very redundant in that, especially with orange juice, triple sec,
orange curacao.
I'm like, okay, here's a shortened one. 7 C's Drink 2.0.
Okay.
So we have fresh OJ, lemon juice, simple syrup, curacao, gold rum, and bitters. So that could be closer, especially with the coloration.
Yeah.
But see, like the photo of this does not. It's more clear towards a lemon. See, there's so many. There's actually. Here's another one. This one's called 7 C's Reborn. 3/4 OJ, 3/4 lemon, 1/2 ounce of curacao, falernum, 1/2 ounce, 1 ounce of dark rum, and 1/2 ounce of Demerara blended rum.
Okay, that sounds a little bit closer.
Which might be closer. Yeah.
Right.
But it is a mystery.
So I was able to download the pictures. Now I just have to upload them in because it's just very, very weird that they don't let you pull those pictures in without transferring them into JPEGs.
I did get some golfing scoops from Magnolia too.
Okay, what's happening?
So they are redoing. Obviously, they have to correct a lot on the course because of the new DBC Polynesian building, and they have to convert some parking lots and roadways. They are redoing holes 15, 16, and 17, but they're also on the back 9. They are killing greens and kind of some of what we saw.
Yep.
And they are going to actually have a par 5, 600 and somewhat yard hole.
I'm going to pull a wagon behind me and just drop golf balls randomly.
Yeah, I'll go halfway to start.
Bill Foster just piped up with tin whiskey in Cocoa Village in Cocoa. So now I assume that's Cocoa Beach. But now I have to look this place up. Let's see what this place is all
tin whiskey.
about.
I'm Googling it on the old telephone on cellular here.
Tin whiskey, Southern Kitchen, and Still. All right, let's see. Bill, can you tell us, like, I assume it's a whiskey bar. Wow, that place does look pretty rad. It does look pretty big.
Food looks great. Flatbreads, giant pretzel.
Yeah. Let's go to the menu, drink menu. Let's see what. Oh wow! And when you hover over it, it's like a whiskey, like a glass of whiskey. That might be Sean. It says lift.
It's a very nice place.
So the first drink that comes up is called Bong Water. It says we promise this tastes way better than it sounds. Sailor Jerry, fresh lime juice, and brown sugar simple syrup, shaken to perfection and served on the rocks. THC pending. Love it. Like now, I kind of want to go here. The happiest of hours, 4 to 6. Happy hour every day.
We do like Cocoa Beach.
Well, Cocoa's not far from here, is it?
An hour. Brittany, about an hour. Cocoa Beach, about an hour. My sources confirm an hour.
Whiskey Tango, WTL instead of WTF for those hot French port drinking day. Jack Honey, fresh mint, lemonade, and a twist of lime. Okay. The Great Gatsby, a little twist on a traditional Paloma, 1800 silver, which is, for those of you who don't know, that is tequila, agave nectar, which is sugar, fresh lime, then topped with pink grapefruit juice and club soda. Hi,
friends.
what's up?
What's going on?
So we just had Bill Foster.
Hey.
He'd tell us about this place here.
Ooh, what is it?
It's a bar, and it's in Cocoa.
Oh,
But like the first drink that they pull up is called bong water.
I'm in.
Yeah, right. Then you got the Stevie.
Dat ass.
Yeah, dat ass. Classic Moscow Mule with Cutwater's vodka, fresh muddled lime sand, Gosling's ginger beer. Don't forget to ask your server about our seasonal flavored
Biscuits and
mule.
gravy.
Yeah, right.
Let's go.
They have a lot of nice gin drinks there too.
Biscuits with sausage gravy and 2 eggs and bacon, $9.99. Like
That's a bargain.
Loaded Bloody Mary, $10. Tableside mimosas, that's probably all you can drink, $20.
Right.
Screwdrivers are $5.
Dang.
Come on.
That's dangerous.
We finish off plantation?
Yeah, that's why I dropped the price on the shirts to $20 so that I can go buy another bottle. Are
we still live?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
right there. See?
Hey.
Oh,
just so you know, 192 gets the worst reception.
We saw that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that you'd ever drive and stream at the same time. Not that I've ever done that. I actually broadcasted from outer space one time.
You did. That was awesome.
But that was a hilarious night.
So this was Sean and I. That's how it started at SeaWorld. That was our first bar. That was the first bar we went to. It was about 30 seconds after we got there. We put this one in the Disney Day Drinkers Club Facebook page because they're always taking pictures
trash
with
can.
a trash can.
Yeah.
So that's a trash can at SeaWorld. That's the only one that's not actually concave.
Correct.
So we couldn't put our drinks down because it would just slide in there. Then we have this one with the shark mural behind us with the Drunk Disney Dads and Drunk Disney Moms. Then we found a shirt that said Sean. It didn't really say Sean. It said SeaWorld, but it looked like Sean.
Well, it said CW.
It said there you go. CW.
Which I don't get why, but.
And then Sean and I in our matching shirts.
Yep. Because
SeaWorld. And all 4 of us matching shirts on the boat. I actually really like that picture. I think
that is a good picture. That's a canvas.
Yeah, that's a
canvas.
So many canvases. So Sean's here, everybody.
Hey, what's going on?
I
did leave my phone on Nate's boat today.
Yep, he left it in the glove compartment of the boat.
Yes.
Very nice.
Said he was on his way at 4:30. It is now 8:30, and he's here now. So that's good. Sean is not drinking because Sean is driving this evening.
I am.
So I will drink for Sean.
A lot of people.
This is my shot glass once again that Mike Giorgetti got me. Nickname Mike got me. He has the red. I have the brown.
I wish I had one.
I was ready to roll.
Congaloosh.
That's the end of my pineapple.
It's so quiet and peaceful here.
Yeah, we were supposed to get these thunderstorms, and it got really loud here and really dark, and I thought it was going to pour. A couple of booms of thunder.
Nothing.
It literally stayed halfway down my street. That's the way.
We got nothing here. The only thing we had was a break in the humidity. Other than that, we got nothing.
Well, that's the thing. So when we were out on the boat, we saw the storm rolling in, and it just so happened that we were leaving anyway. It was 4:15. We had been out for about 5 hours, and as we're coming across the lake, we can see the clouds in the distance. So for those of you who don't know about Claremont is very hilly. It's the most undulated city in Florida.
Is it the highest elevation?
Yes. So where we were, you could see from forever. I mean, these storms were coming in from like 4 towns over probably. Yep. And we're just watching it get closer and closer. And then we're at the dock, and people weren't like docking properly to like move in a timely fashion. And we're like, we're going to get destroyed by this. I mean, it's coming right for us. But no, I came home. I got the boat covered real quick. I had Sean's phone, and I ran in the house because I started feeling a couple of drops. But the sun was still out. And then out of nowhere, the temperature dropped like 15 degrees. It was nuts. And I was like, okay, well, here comes a storm, and we're hearing huge cracks of thunder like right down the road. And the sun was still out on this side of the lake, so it just stayed out. Weird. And then the humidity came back. Connection is very choppy. Who's that? Oh, that's Mike Giorgetti. That's your connection, brother. See? Told you.
Yep. It always pauses on the worst time.
Right? Yeah, it's whenever you're trying to talk to somebody.
It's always
right. Yeah, so we talked about SeaWorld and how it's the best value.
It really is.
At 300 something, you get so much money
But
off.
is it a good value if you're just spending like $100 on t-shirts every time you go?
I mean, if you like the t-shirts, sure.
I mean, they're nice t-shirts.
And it's a free shot in every drink.
That's true.
So you can't really go wrong.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about boat drinks, but you didn't even drink on the boat today.
I had half a beer at the tiki bar.
Oh, that's right. The twisted tea.
I had a twist, yeah.
Yep.
Which I don't like tea and I don't like beer, so I don't know why I got a twisted tea. Beer.
He got the worst thing he could possibly get.
Yes.
So yeah, we talked about Friday night at your house. We talked about SeaWorld yesterday.
Next Friday we'll have to go live again.
Yep.
We might have some fun special guests come to the house. Reality TV stars.
Oh, there we go. I keep forgetting about that because I have never seen it. So, Sean's new neighbor is a person of interest on television, apparently.
Yeah.
So yeah. What are you going to do this week? I'm taking 3 days off of imbibing this week because the liver hurts. Oh no, I can't. Only Monday, Tuesday, because I'll be at Universal.
Yep.
Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, that's this week. Yeah, we did load up on some stuff for.
Yeah, also we have a fun Mother's Day.
Yeah. What's the name of that? What's the name of the place we're going?
It's some tiki karaoke bar.
Yeah. That just
opened. That's the one downtown Orlando, right?
Yeah, it's called Aloha Beautiful, I believe.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're gonna get all fancied up and
celebrate the moms.
First time watching. I don't see any drinking. Who are you, Fache Book?
For Fache Book, I am. Since you missed it.
We literally just did shots.
This is fancy.
Yeah, that's dead.
We did. Now, for a hot second, it was very patchy. That's why I texted you. Like, I literally couldn't hear a single word you said. Then all of a sudden, the feed just cut back in. So I didn't know if it was me or the connection. But
so for Fache Book, who's first time watching, as soon as you tell us your name, we will do a shot in honor of you.
Yes.
It's not like we just don't drink. I mean, we're doing shots. Like it's a whole different thing.
And in our defense, it was a very alcoholic weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been very tame so far, which is okay. Sometimes you need those change-ups.
Right. Tiki and karaoke?
Tiki and karaoke.
It's an abomination.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of a weird combination.
Yeah,
but it's downtown Orlando, so
it is. And the first thing I always do is look at the menu and I look for their Mai Tai because every tiki bar has a Mai Tai, and I see how they make it, and they legit make a real Mai Tai, no juice.
So they make like they keep it simple.
Yeah. Yep. But I think the manager of that bar also managed maybe Cocktails and Screams, and which is another bar downtown Orlando, and somewhere at Universal Studios, if I remember correctly.
Okay. I'm going to the Aloha Beautiful website because I'm very curious on everything.
So, Fache Book, just so you know, I'm drinking Deadhead Rum. This is the special
edition.
10th anniversary. 10th anniversary edition. This is batch 4319. 4319!
Yeah,
it is 80 proof, and this bottle was actually designed by Odd Rodney, who is a very famous mug maker. Good call on Mai Tai judgment. Great way to evaluate quickly.
It really is.
So there's a place downtown Orlando also called the 808, and it's the same proprietors as Aku Aku, which is a very popular tiki bar that we like to go to. We got to find out who this Fache Book is.
Look at what I found.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but then it's going to feedback and do all that noise.
Turn your volume down.
I got you. Hold on. I'll pop it up.
You're so smart.
And I just
realized my first car really burnt today on the boat.
It was sort of my head.
Andrew Matt. Hello, Andrew Matt.
Hello, Andrew Matt. Yes, I just found
someone with two first names.
Andrew. Hello, Andrew Matt.
Hello, two first name man.
It's kind of like laundromat, but your name's Andrew. So here we go. This is for Andrew Matt, aka Fache Book Uzer. This is a Tiki Diablo shot glass. It's signed by Tiki Diablo on the bottom.
Oh, nice.
Hello. I don't even know if
I have Fosfake users tonight.
Fache Books. Yeah, they don't read. We're gonna do the shot first. It's actually a smooth rum. Very caramelly. I was right.
It doesn't smell bad.
It's not. It's not bad at all.
It actually smells like vanilla E, or yeah.
Nope, it's all the Andrew Matt. There you go. Sweet. Oh, nickname Mike is telling me that I'm choppy and he is chopping.
I am chopping. I don't know what's going on tonight.
Oh, now you're clear though.
Kinda weird.
Fuzzy, but now you're back.
Okay,
Finna, you do-
well, it's good to be back.
Welcome back, Mike.
Welcome back.
So you probably talked about it, but give me the scoop on the nickname.
I don't have a new name for me. So for me, Skipper Mike was given to me like a couple of years ago. So, but I mean, I need a new name since we gotta, don't want to be redundant. So that's why nickname is the working title.
Okay. I mean, no pressure, but all of us do have like the same letter of like, Neverland Nate, Skipper Sean, Manny.
Rum drunk Manny, and then
it was Moscow Manny or something.
Yeah. Moscow Mule Manny. There
I
we go.
want to do my time, Mike. That's just I can't do that.
Yes, you can. That's so good. Look good for you.
My time, Mike.
You guys like my time, Mike?
Your name is now My Time Mike.
Hello, Finn. Oh, he's gone.
Yep. That's the reason that
it could always be Magic Mike.
I mean, I would, but just the way my life is set up, I just don't think
Marble
I can do
Mouth
it.
Mike.
Magic Mike comes out after 9 p.m. That's for Disney After Dark.
Go. My Time Mike, most honorable to see, man. Look, even Andrew.
Okay. All right, we'll switch it moving forward.
That was My Time Mike.
Just don't add juice.
Yeah, I hate when people add orange juice and all these other juices to
grenadine.
Yeah. But back to 808 real quick. If you're in the Orlando area and you want to go to a good restaurant and you like, I never had a chance to eat that much Polynesian food or Polynesian type food. I know it's Asian influence and things like that, but their Mai Tais are served in Spam cans. They are spot on Mai Tais. They're delicious. And I had the plate that I had was it's 2 burger patties on rice covered in gravy with an egg on top.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah,
was that the night of, or was that the Doug Horn release for
Doug Horn mug release? Yes.
Yeah. Secret Tiki Temple. We actually did a Spam Thai.
No, maybe. No, because we were with Manny. A Spam Thai. What'd you say?
Well, we called it the Flaming Spam Thai. It was it was like higher grade rum. So I mean, original Mai Tai recipe. But then we put it in a Spam can and lit it on fire.
Okay.
Like we put we garnished a lime wheel, put it and lit it on fire.
Yeah, but doesn't that burn the alcohol away? So that's alcohol abuse, and you might get fired for that.
No, well, no one complained because what we would do is we'd make the Mai Tai. We'd take the lime wheel, like we'd take the lime in half, make the boat out of it, put a sugar cube and douse it at 151. And
there you go.
Yeah. So
Convinced Disney Springs needs to be the location for Trader Sam's Grog Grotto thing. You're not wrong. You're not. It's impossible to get in there. It frustrates people. Yes, the bartenders and servers and the skippers in there are amazing people. They're super fun. The experience is great. It's very intimate. But when you tell somebody you can't get in for 3 hours, like people are on vacation there and they have other things to do. That's all I'm saying about it.
Or they should limit like Star Wars is like a 2 drink max. After 2 drinks, I'm sorry, you're out.
They even have lights that flash at the booth and they know how long you've been there.
Really?
So it's 45 minutes. You're allowed to be in.
Oh, is that what all that flashing is in there?
Yep.
That makes a lot more sense. I was wondering, what's wrong with this place? But that actually
the only thing that confuses me about it is sometimes you'll go in there to Oga's and there's already let's say there's 4 people sitting at a booth. They'll sit you with those 4 people. So how do they know when you showed up? That's what gets tricky to me because I keep track of the time that way.
Or you can be like Nate and show up and they say there's no reservations, but what the hell will let you in anyes?
That's also true.
No sharp edges on the Spam can.
It's not really.
There is those can openers that don't leave the sharp edges.
No, but Spam, it has a pull tab.
Well,
And
I
you
know,
rip it
but
back. Right.
they can use that thing around.
All of ours is very much so the same way. It was not a danger to the our patrons.
POS.
Point of sale.
Yeah, point of sale,
okay,
track drink orders.
So they probably know how long you've been in there on their register.
Right. But I mean,
I can't even get into Oga's ever.
It's really hard. I've been in there 4 or 5 times, but one time I was with Mark, who's a fellow travel agent, and we were walking around, and he got us a reservation like I think at like 5 in the afternoon for 8:45 at night.
We were at my buddy's graduation, and the same thing happened. We're sitting there because they already called his name, so we had about another like 400 people's names to get through. And then we're looking, and Brittany looks at me. She's like, "Oga's." So we tried to get a park reservation, but there's no park reservation. So it's like,
right.
And then by the time we circled back to it, it was gone. So
sure. But, yeah, park reservations have been really tough. Anybody coming down to Disney? I have a fam trip that I have to go on in the middle of this week over at Universal, and the guy that I'm going to be rooming with, my buddy Pat, he's like, "Hey, let's see if we can get a park reservation somewhere." And we're like, "Okay, well, let's see what we can find." And the only thing that was available was Epcot, which, look, Epcot's fun. Epcot is just very pricey to drink around the world. If you want to drink the 11 drinks, 12 drinks that you're going to get, you're going to spend $140, $150.
You know, it's better than drinking around the world. Drinking around the lagoon at SeaWorld.
Yes,
it's cheaper,
way cheaper,
and they actually have really good drinks at SeaWorld.
Yeah, what did you have? You had.
We're gonna have to do that one time. That's like,
dude, their annual pass is the cost of going to the park 3 times. Like, there's no reason not to do it. And like I said. So it's not just SeaWorld. So you get SeaWorld, Aquatica, and Busch Gardens, all of them in the United States. So that's 11 theme parks in the United States that you can go to, and they always have promotions. They have the $10 thing for everybody. You get a $10 voucher just to spend on whatever you want. Oh, Joe Myers is here. Skullduggery. What are the recommended drinks for Oga's? Okay, in my opinion, the jet fuel is the drink to get there. The other one, like the Fuzzy Tauntaun, they're staples for where you're drinking. But if you're going there to drink and you're going to spend the money on alcohol, jet fuel is my go-to every time I go there.
I would agree with that. I think the jet fuel is fantastic there. Although they're in the
really strong wine. That's what it tastes like to me.
The in the Rangor beer flight. I'm not, and you guys know I'm not a big beer guy, but one of those beers is probably one of the best beers I've ever had.
Really?
But I can't remember what kind it is.
Drinking around the resorts may just be. It really is. It really,
Monorail bar crawl.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, man, you got it. Absolutely. Definitely get it. You won't. I want, as a matter of fact, when you go there, go live, and I want you to drink it live on, like, just go to the Drunk Disney Dads community and go live and drink it.
Yep.
But back to drinking around the resorts, it really is, because a lot of the bartenders at these places, like Wilderness Lodge, their outside bar, which the name is escaping me, and I don't know why, because I used to have DVC there. Not Whispering Canyon. Regardless, their outside bar, their bartenders there make sick drinks, like amazing drinks. Now, it's not on the monorail, and you can't just pull up nowadays like you used to be able to and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna go, sit here and drink. But we've got tips on how to get into resorts.
Geyser Point.
Yep, there you go. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It's nice being an Uber Lyft driver, because even if you're not Uber or Lyfting, you just plug in your light, and when you get to security, like, yeah, I'm here to pick up a guest, and they're like, okay, drive in, have a good night, and then you just go park and do whatever you need to do.
Right? No, that doesn't happen. But
I would never do that. But
but you got to pick up guests at the Star Cruiser this week.
Yeah, so it was after work last week sometime. No, it was this weekend. I don't even remember. My days all combined.
It was
Friday afternoon. So I get a pick up at the Star Cruiser, which was very exciting. Confused at first because they put in a Star Wars Galaxy Edge. So I'm like, wait, it wanted me to drive into the theme park, which I could not do.
That would have been the best hotline ever.
So I literally had to pull over the side of the road to decide I was there when I was not. I'm like, where are you guys? Are you at Hollywood Studios? Like, no, we're at the Star Wars Hotel. I'm like, oh, cool. So I got all excited. I get there. They said it was the best experience they've ever had. This was the first time at Disney in the huge Star Wars family. So I had to bring them to Contemporary Resort. That's where the rest of their stay was going to be. I warned them that they're going to be highly disappointed after the Star Wars Hotel, because it's very basic compared to that. And then later that afternoon, I picked up a family from the airport, and they were going to the Star Wars Hotel. They were all decked out in Star Wars gear, like the full-on costumes. They literally had index cards with their fake names and like backstories on them of what planet they were from and stuff. So I don't know if they
That's awesome,
did
though.
that on their own, or
I mean, if you're gonna cosplay, you might as well do it right.
Commit to it.
So guy, that's a great idea. Yep.
That is actually a fantastic idea.
Yep.
Yeah, but this family's like, why don't you just come in to the lobby with us when we check in and, check it out? I'm like, heck yeah, let's do it. I'll be part of your family for like 10 minutes. Yeah, no, that doesn't happen.
It's whoever's on there that's it?
Well, first of all, they don't even let you into the hotel until, like, you can't walk through the front door till your check-in time. They make you stand in queues outside the hotel. They have like lines set up that make people stand, and they take your luggage for you, bring it in through a side door, and then you stand in line. But then you get a wristband with a barcode on it, and they scan those barcodes before you're let inside. So
you can't do stuff like what that family wanted to do.
Right.
Just bring randos
and
in there.
The hotel literally looks like a prison. It's just solid concrete walls, no color, nothing. And there's like a stamp in the middle that says Star Wars Galaxy Cruiser. So, and
how would you feel about that though? Because think about, would you be? I mean, it's so immersive, right? But would you be okay with going to a hotel, staying there? I know it's only 2 or 3 nights tops, but no sunlight, nothing until you go outside.
Right. The other thing too is the cast members. I thought their costumes would have been way more like spacey. They're literally khaki pants and a blue like button-down shirt. It was very like yeah. But then they had like the cool Star Wars name tags, but I mean, they do play it off as like you're arriving to go on like a space adventure, like the way they talk to the guests and stuff. They're like, so they do play it off really well. And I definitely think it'd be a cool thing to try someday. But yeah,
I personally haven't heard anything. I haven't booked anybody on the Galactic Cruiser yet. But I know that before it opened, when they did that commercial, a lot of people were upset about what it looked like and how small it was. It's just like basically
the one family I picked up, their son was 5. It's just mom, dad, and the son. And they did say that because the son was 5, they went to bed by like 9 o'clock every night, and that they missed a lot of cool battles at night, whatever that meant. So apparently they do things like literally all night as far as like battles and just whatever
for that kind of money. You better have something going on.
I get it, but I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yep. Oh, Joe Myers just sent us $20, so we've got to do a shot. Joe just messaged me. You have my digits and stuff. Just message me what size you want this time, and we'll get you going. Joe Myers is a great staple in the Drunk Disney Dad family. He is always very supportive, and
we appreciate it.
Yeah, and we drink with him.
And I will literally be doing about 13 shots apparently when I get home. Fair is fair. To be fair.
So again, I'm doing the extra large blue. I'll see if I have who's left. We might be.
Where do you get those, Mike?
Gosh. I got mine. So this was actually a Tiki Diablo release at Inuele in Atlanta this year.
Gotcha.
So he did a little meet and greet, and these are the only things he had for sale. So I picked one up, and then I remember Nate was like, "Whatever Diablo has, get me one of." And then I was gonna play it off like, "Oh, he was sold out," and then surprise him with a little shooter.
That was great. I love it. That's the only shot glass I use now.
But it's such a cool little mug, and we were very that was our first little tiki convention or get together that we've ever done. And we're very excited for next year's. We're looking at trying to figure out how I was getting an oak wash mug from this Oasis that just passed.
Right.
Um,
No, everybody
so
was
I'll
there.
just have to wait.
Tiki Rob was there. He had a bunch of puffers. I saw his puffers. I was like, dang, wish I could.
So what was the? So I was so confused. I know we talked about it on Wednesday night with the coin and the little like.
So they had a gumball machine type, one of those novelty things, but in each one was
a pendant, right?
Was a pendant necklace, and
Okay.
it was $30 each. So each token, it took tokens. Each token was $30, and you're getting a pendant regardless, but you're also getting entered to win a mug from one of the three folks. So it was Carol, it was Odd Rodney, or Tiki Rob.
I got you. So when they did that drawing, that's what that was.
Right.
The rights to buy the mug.
Right. So you figure if they
that
had
makes
50 pendants in there, you had $30 per pendant, you're $1,500, $1,500,
Yeah.
3 different mugs. Tiki Rob mugs usually sell, obviously, if anybody follows Tiki mugs at all. He's probably one of the most sought after, and they sell for anywhere from, on the secondary market, is up $500-$600 for some of those things. So.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
But yeah, that's where we got the little guy from. So we're very excited we want to do more of those cool little gatherings once Blizzard Nate is here.
Right. Cool. Well, everybody, it's 8:56 on a Sunday night. I'm sure all of you are going to go and watch Ozark like I am going to do. There are 7 new episodes. They are the 7 last episodes. For anybody who doesn't know, because not like I say it all the time.
Nate got me hooked on it, and I binged like the entire.
I love Jason Bateman. I literally I have such a I've been watching him. Obviously, I'm 45 years old, so I watched him doing shows when he was younger, and coming up through sitcoms and things like that. But he's so good in this. And thank you very much, and please come back. Join us again. Join us next Sunday. We're probably going to be going live from the bar, so it might not be like a huge show just because StreamYard doesn't like phones, like really at all.
Not at all.
And especially if you're out places that aren't solid Wi-Fi and things like that. But we'll do another Friday night live like we did this Friday night, which was fun. I don't even know what we're doing on Saturday, but we'll figure something out, and then Sunday. Yeah, because I think we're going to be in downtown Orlando early because we're going to try to do brunch at 8:08, and that Aloha Beautiful opens at 3. So who knows? It could be a couple of lives. We could be at 8:08 for brunch, showing food, and then Aloha Beautiful doing some karaoke, and then who knows? A Kuaku's right down the street. You never know what could happen.
Yep. Or we can show up at Mike's
sounds
house.
like we just have to order some Metro Pizza and just camp
Metro
out.
Pizza in downtown Orlando. You guys are the heart and soul of garlic bread and pizza slices. I mean, the place is fabulous if you haven't been there. Yeah, we'll try. We'll definitely try. It's just the StreamYard thing doesn't really work from there. So maybe if everybody's out doing random things, if Mai Tai Mike is somewhere, if Rum Drunk Manny's going to an F1 race.
Yes, he'll be in Miami for that. I don't even know what we're doing this weekend.
Right on. All right. Well, everybody be safe this week. Have a great night. Enjoy. Get some rest because, we're going to – oh, man, it's Cinco de Mayo too. So we'll be going live from Universal on Cinco de Mayo. Yeah.
So much for taking a break from drinking.
No, that's why they made Monday and Tuesdays.
Tomorrow and Tuesday are the breaks.
Yep. And I'm going to a boat store tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes too. So
Bust that another 1,000.
That's it. Mike, have a great night. We'll talk to you guys all soon.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
see ya. Yep.